Hi there, this is Michael Becker, and I wanted to give you an overview of a new template I've developed in Tinderbox. It's a foundational template that's great for anyone that wants to do writing in Tinderbox, whether or not it be a blog post, article, white paper, report, doctoral dissertation, whatever. It's a foundational template that you can use for a lot of your work. And it includes some nice affordances, the ability to do dynamic HTML heading structures, as well as the generation of a first level list. So let me go ahead and share this with you. So here's the template, and what's kind of fun with it, for example, if you look at the overall article, here's the way the article is structured. And if I go ahead and preview it real quick, you can see this is the output that you have within the template. As noted, it does dynamic structuring. So if I've selected the top level note, that becomes the title of the article, and then all the sections using the HTML 1 through 5 headings will properly format out. And the CSS styling I used is APA inspired. So it actually does appropriate APA level 4 and 5 level headings. In addition to the structure, I've also enabled some fun elements like this ability to create bulleted lists. And you'll notice that in the headings too. So now the subsection becomes the title. So depending on wherever you're selecting is what becomes the title of that particular output or document you're doing. And then in the terms of these bulleted lists, you'll see here I've got bulleted lists of the documents. I'm in the template. There's some dynamic elements that look for these Booleans, these yes, no checks. So if I uncheck those and then review the document, you'll see that the bulleted lists actually are generated as a linear element within the document. If I go ahead and recheck those, you'll see that you now get a bulleted list. So there's some really nice elements to this template. In addition, you can modify the CSS that I have in the template. You can easily see all the code that's in the template that makes this work, as well as the bulleted lists. I've also built in some standard prototypes that you'll be able to leverage. And then one element of the template that I really like is this installer capability that I've developed within this template. So if I hit and open up a new Tinderbox file and go ahead and copy the installer over to the new Tinderbox file, all I need to do now is uncheck the rule disabled, and the installer will automatically populate this new Tinderbox file with all of the elements of the template. In addition to that, just to show you, it will also generate all of the necessary user attributes that are needed within that template or to run the template. And then finally, just to show you that it still works here as well, I go ahead and enable the preview, and then there's the overall article. Now, there's a lot of ways to get stuff out of your Tinderbox file, but this is also a nice little element of this template. If I copy that code or that text, or that export out of the HTML template, I can paste that right into a Google Doc, and I get a really well formatted document, which Google actually recognizes, and it sees its headers text. Like this is a heading 2, that's a heading 1. So you actually get the appropriate text. Now, it's Google doesn't adopt some of the styling elements. So, for example, it didn't indent the 4 and 5 layers or put the following preceding period. But those are some of the elements because of the transference of the style sheet into Google is not streamlined. So there are some other affordances we could do in more advanced templates to be able to address elements like that. Likewise, in more advanced templates, you can enable this capability to export the documents into Microsoft Word. Talked about that at length on the Tinderbox community. And again, I'll be building a course in the 5C Schools of Knowledge Management and a template for showing you how to do that in the future. Now, as noted, this template will be made available through the 5C School of Knowledge Management. Go ahead and go to the home. And in the 5C School of Knowledge Management, I'm teaching Tinderbox and a whole bunch of other methodologies around how to leverage your knowledge and doing consulting as well. Here's where you can log in and go get the template and download it. It's available for $25 through the store. And I'll put a discount code for listeners of this video in the comments of this video as well. In addition to that, let me go ahead and point this out as well. Kicking off this Friday, I'll be offering a Tinderbox 101 course It's almost full for the live sittings, as well as and we've got a few seats left for the recordings, and we'll be walking through all the 101 aspects of how do you leverage Tinderbox over a 6-week live and on-demand course. And this template, by the way, will be made available to the students of the course. So thank you very much. I really hope you enjoyed and get a lot of value out of using this Tinderbox template. And I will talk to you soon. If you have any questions about Tinderbox, personal knowledge management, or the other kind of classes and schools that I have to offer, please reach out to me. Thank you again. Bye-bye.